So this is where you can find Ashlie on the web or on Instagram or Facebook. I was talking to a friend of mine recently who got headshots done with Ashlie, and she was like, oh, I just love following her on Instagram. Like, I always immediately know when I'm scrolling if it's one of her pictures, because her aesthetic is so what's the word I'm looking for? Consistent across her photography. So she's got this like really dreamy quality. She does really great work with light. And she was like, I just love following her on Instagram. So obviously we want you to go participate with all of our providers today, but this is a personal plug for going to go follow Ashlie Behm Photography.
So also on her, she's got a blog, and she's had an amazing Woman Warrior series, which I just think has been so wonderful, where she finds different women-owned businesses around town. A lot of them are parent trippers, and does interviews and headshots, and it's just been a really lovely thing to dive deep into their
yeah totally.
Yeah.
So I'm going to invite her to come and join us right now. Hello, Ashlie.
Hi, thank you so much. You guys are so sweet. You're making me blush. I feel like I'm very red right now.
You look beautiful.
Thanks. How are you guys doing?
We're good. I'm a little sad that we're almost done. Like, it's been a great day.
Yeah, it's been amazing.
Yeah.
It's just been so fun to bring all these people together. Like, it makes me really happy.
Yeah, it's awesome.
We're going to let you chat.
Okay, sounds good. Thanks. Hi, I'm Ashlie. I'm a maternity, newborn, and family photographer coming to you today from my home studio. Trying to show off my prints there back there. And I did just want to take a quick moment and thank Sarah and Olivia for organizing this amazing event. There have been so many incredible providers on the panel today, and I'm just so grateful to be a part of it. And I know they put so much time and energy into making this event a success, and I just really appreciate them for that. And thank you also to everyone who's been tuning in all day and spending their day with us. It's really great to have you here, so thank you. So I want to just take a quick moment and share my screen, which always takes me a second, so bear with me. Okay, awesome. So I've been honing my photography skills for well over a decade and have been specialized in maternity, newborn, and family photography for the past few years. And I just love that I get to document some of life's most amazing and beautiful moments for families in love. And when I'm not behind the camera, you'll most often find me out adventuring in nature with my husband, or snuggled up at home with my head in a book and hopefully a cat on my lap. You never know, they're kind of finicky. But I specialize in capturing beautiful, authentic, and timeless portraits for families in love. And from capturing that special waiting period before baby arrives, to documenting all of their tiny details once they make their grand entrance, to adventurous family sessions in some of Oregon's most beautiful places, I'm here to help you remember it all for years to come. So my photography style is clean, fresh, and minimalistic. I don't like to use a lot of big fancy props or huge elaborate setups. I like to keep things really focused on the family. I own a full-service portrait studio, so every session is completed with an in-person viewing and design session to help you preserve your images in a physical form. Whether it's an album for your coffee table or some fine art prints for your wall, together we'll make sure your memories come to life in your home. And I just feel very passionately about helping you get your photos off of your computer screen and into your home. So it is like one of the things that I love the most about what I do. I absolutely love documenting that special waiting period before baby arrives. There is just always so much joy and excitement leading up to the birth of your baby, and I am just beyond honored to document that for people. My maternity sessions can either take place in my home studio or at an outdoor location. I have so many great places here in Oregon that I love taking people to, and I'm always up for any other recommendations that people have of special places that mean something to them as well. And maternity sessions can either be of just pregnant person or include the whole family. It's really up to you. One of the bonuses of working with me is that I have a maternity client wardrobe of more feminine dresses that you can pick from. So if you don't really want to go out and buy something new for your session, no worries, I've got you covered. I've got dresses in a variety of sizes and styles, and I'm continually adding to it, which has been kind of fun for me. So I like to do a virtual appointments with people where they can like see my dresses and figure out which one like jives best with their style. And then the bonus is you don't have to worry about buying something new. Newborn photo sessions also just have a very near and dear place to my heart. I absolutely adore babies. I grew up in a very big family, and so I was constantly surrounded by babies at like family functions and birthday parties and Christmases and holidays and all of that. So I just love that I get to document all of their tiny, unique little features so that their parents can always remember these precious moments of when they first entered their family. In my mind, there is just nothing more beautiful than watching a family dote over their newest addition. And so I'm just really grateful that I get to be invited into some of these most intimate spaces to document that for people. Newborn photo sessions typically take place in the first 5 to 14 days after baby is born. And most newborn sessions take place in my home studio. However, I'm also doing some outdoor newborn sessions as well right now, if that's what people feel more comfortable with. Because it's still important to document your baby even during, even during a global pandemic. So if people don't feel comfortable coming into my home studio, I totally get that, and I am doing outdoor sessions. But I do have a lot of precautions that I'm taking, and new things that I've been doing in order to just keep everybody's families safe if they do come into my home studio. So I like to keep things pretty simple in my studio. I don't use big elaborate setups. Instead, I just like to keep things really focused on the baby. I use very neutral backdrops, which I think enhance every skin tone beautifully through the camera lens. And then newborn sessions can either be of just baby or include the whole family. It's totally up to you. One of my most popular packages is my baby plan package, which actually includes your maternity session, your newborn photography session, and then 2 milestone sessions at either 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, or a year. Milestone sessions are super fun. Most of them pre-COVID always took place in my home studio. I'm also doing them outside now. And I also have like a baby client wardrobe. So you don't even have to worry about buying your baby something new to wear for their milestone session. I've got you covered. And it's been specifically curated to just photograph beautifully. So I'm trying to make it as stress-free as possible for you so you can just love on your family and get some amazing memories captured on film. And then family sessions are typically done outdoors. Again, I just have a lot of amazing fields that I love going and taking people to. But again, I'm open to other suggestions. If you have a really specific spot in mind, I'm always up to adventuring outside, anywhere outside as well. And these sessions are fun and focused on capturing genuine connection and authentic moments between family members. While I always like to make sure I get at least one photo where everybody's smiling and looking at the camera, because we all know the grandparents want that one, I really love capturing those in-between moments between different family members. So I do a variety of breakouts with different family members throughout the session to kind of document all of the different family dynamics. And then, as I mentioned, I am a full-service photography studio, so every single photo session includes an in-person viewing and design session to bring your photos to life in your home. At the end of our time together, you'll leave with a physical product that you can hold in your 2 hands. A lot of my clients love to get an album that captures the entire photography session from start to finish, and it's personally one of my favorite things to design, just because I think it is a really fun way to display the entire photography session, and it can live on your coffee table and your friends and family can look through it when they come over also, which is great. And then a lot of people also like to get 1 or 2 bigger pieces designed for their walls so that you can look at your beautiful family every single day, since that's kind of the whole point anyway, right? And these are 3 of my most popular combinations that I just did a little mock-up of. But ultimately, we work together to just make sure that you leave with something you absolutely love. And I am back to doing sessions. Most of my sessions are outdoors and socially distanced, so I do wear a mask at all times at every single session, and I use a longer lens to maintain distance from my subjects. In pre-COVID times, I definitely did a lot of like hair adjustments or fixing people's clothes or whatever. I do a lot more directing now, and I kind of tell people the things that I need them to fix or whatever, just to make sure that you look and feel your best in your photos, but I am maintaining a distance at all times. And then I did mention that I am doing newborn photos at my home studio, and just to reiterate, I thoroughly sanitize my studio before and after every single session, just to make sure that, you know, I'm protecting everybody's families, including my own. I also wear gloves and a mask throughout the entire newborn photography session, and I only allow immediate family to the session, whereas before COVID, I would always encourage like grandparents or aunts and uncles to come and help if need be, and right now I'm not offering that. So yeah, here's my contact information, and then I am just gonna stop my screen share really quick. And I did wanna I know I'm almost out of time, but I did wanna just show you one of my albums so you kind of get a feel for it. This is one of my most popular albums, and it actually has a maternity and a newborn session in it. So I think it's kind of a really fun way to document both sessions is by putting them both in an album. And so I just thought I'd give you a little peek. And then it kind of moves into a newborn session where we do a lot of breakouts. We always do the family together, and then, you know, each parent with both kids or each kid, whatever. And then we always do some sibling breakouts. And then I always kind of finish with baby at the end. So there you go. I can open it up to any questions. I think I'm out of time, so.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Can I ask you a question, which is, can you talk to us about what's included in this photo credit that's in the basket?
Yeah, totally. It's a $275 photo credit, and for that, it can be applied towards the photo session or any products that people might want at the end of their session. So whether they want to apply that as a credit towards their album or a couple pieces for their wall, or the session itself, either way.
Great.
Yeah.
Can I ask you a question also, which is that for everybody who's watching, I had Ashlie earlier this year put together an album for me of photographs that were taken for my wedding 2 years ago that were shot by someone else. And so I'm just wondering if that's something else people could use this credit for, is you could design an album for them for photos they already have.
Absolutely. I would be more than happy to do that if that's what somebody wanted. I love designing albums, and again, I kind of mentioned this in my little spiel, but I do think it's just really important to get photos off the computer screen and into your hands. And so if that's what somebody wanted to use it for, I would be more than happy to accommodate that.
Cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
I will tell you that I definitely look at the wedding album that Ashlie put together for me more often than I ever thought that I would. I'm like sitting in the living room on the phone with somebody, I'll just flip through it.
And how often did you like scroll through them on your computer?
Right. No, definitely. And, you know, like I feel like I'm seeing a lot of details in these photos that I didn't see even just on the computer. Like one day I was looking at, there was a picture of me walking down the aisle, and you can clearly see behind me one of the audience members who is a dear friend just losing it already and crying. And I was like, I didn't know that. I didn't know she was crying already. But, you know, that's what you get when you get to see, when you hold the photos in your hands.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's great.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for being here with us today. Ashlie, it was nice to see you.
for having me.
Yeah. I will pull up Ashley's information so y'all can go find her, go see, you can see more of her work, especially if you just scroll through that Instagram. Like, it's just so beautiful.
Beep, beep.
Beep, beep.
Thanks for watching. If you like their channel, please make sure that you hit the button at the bottom and subscribe so you don't miss any other videos we have coming up.
If you want to know the moment we post, hit that bell to notify you.
Ding, ding. We're also on Facebook and Instagram.
At the Parent Trip PDX.
And we have a Patreon that we'd love you to check out.
We do all of this for free. We love to support you. We love to share all these resources. But it would help us out a lot if you came and gave us a little support so we can keep doing what we do.
Thanks.